Hello. I'm gonna tell you about why I don't think that the Nintendo Switch is going to do well. The Nintendo Switch is not going to be a good tablet because it's not a, a tablet that can do many things. It only plays video games that are remakes from the failure of the Wii U. The Wii U was not a good console, and so they had to make a new console to sell their old games because the old console is no good. I don't think that that's a good thing to do, but they needed the money. They needed to sell the crappy games that they had before. So they made a new console to sell the crappy games that they had before. So the Nintendo Switch is a a tablet that has controllers that attach to the side of the tablet. When you hold the tablet, you can play video games on it, but that's all you can do. Um, there there are things that you can't do on the tablet, like watch Netflix and YouTube videos. You can't um you can't you can't um there's a lot of things that you can't do on the Nintendo Switch, like play Fallout 4. You can't play you can't play um Smash Bros because it's not coming out even though it's on the Wii U already. I thought that the Switch was gonna make ports of the Wii U games, but they don't even have Smash Bros on the Switch, which is a Wii U game. That doesn't make sense to me though. I don't know. Um, Another thing about the Nintendo Switch is that it's coming out very soon, but we don't know too many things about the things that are in the Switch. How are people supposed to know what's going on with the Switch if people don't know what's going on with the Switch? How are we supposed to know if we should spend our money? I know a lot of people have money to buy stupid things like the Switch without knowing what the Switch is, but I don't have the money to buy the Switch in Canada because it's $400. $400 for something I don't know is it. $400 for a tablet that doesn't do too many things but play video games doesn't make sense to buy. I'm not gonna buy it because it costs $400 and they haven't told us anything about it. Another thing about this Nintendo Switch is that now you have to play online, pay for online gameplay when you didn't have to pay for online gameplay on the Wii U. Um, it's so now you can play Mario Kart, but you have to pay to play Mario Kart. I guess that's innovation, but hey, um, Nintendo Switch is also going to be um, it's going to be expensive for the controllers that you have to pay for unless you want to use the Joy Cons that are the controllers that attach to the tablet, and you can take them off the tablet and use them as controllers, but they're very small, so I don't know. I have big hands and I can't use that, so I have to pay $100 Canadian to play normal games. That doesn't make sense to me, but I think a lot of people would probably buy that because they have a lot of money, so they buy whatever. I don't have the money, so I can't buy that. But if I had the money, maybe I would buy it. I don't know. Also, like a tablet, like my tablet, the Microsoft Surface, it can connect via HDMI, to the TV. Um, you can buy you can if you need to connect it to more than one TV, you don't have to carry the dock all around. You can buy another one for $100 and you'll be able to connect it to the TV. So that's good. But it's $100 and that's not good. So that's the Nintendo Switch. There's a lot of games, but not really, because a lot of the games are just one game, which is Zelda. The other games are not really games except for Arms, which is not a game, it's a body part, and other games like Bomberman that you can play on Super Nintendo. Which reminds me, and this will be my last point, the this the you'll be able to if you pay the subscription, you'll be able to get a free Nintendo game a month, but you won't be able to keep it. Kind of crazy. But yeah, that's the Nintendo Switch. Thanks. Bye.